Okay, so we started with AI and how it's just a computer brain that wants to learn as much as possible. Then we talked about generative AI, which is the AI uses what it's learned in its brain to generate new things. Now we're going to dive even deeper and talk about what we'll actually be using in this video series and what you will be using in your day-to-day work environment, and that is generative text AI. That is just when AI is responding to you with a combination of letters, numbers, or symbols, or anything like that to give you the answer that you need. And since most business is based around text, is based around ideas, based around strategy, and you can do so much more with text-based, like learning new topics, being creative, whatever it is, this is what we're going to be focusing on in this course. I will be going over different types of generative AI in the future, but in your day-to-day life, generative text AI will be the most prominent for quite some time. So if you can just master this one type of AI, you'll be good. So let's get into how generative text AI works, because I believe that if you understand a little bit about how it's actually working behind the scenes, you can use that knowledge to use it better in your day-to-day life. So you can think of the AI in general as maybe your best friend or your favorite coworker. And this favorite coworker or friend has read every single thing that's available on the internet. And you can ask them anything that you want. You can ask them to do anything that you want, and they will use everything that they've ever learned from reading the entire internet to produce that result for you. So it is actually of your benefit to use somebody that has read everything across the entire web to actually help you execute or do a specific task. And I like to think of this kind of best friend or coworker as a personal assistant. And no longer do you have to be a super high up executive to have a personal assistant help you with your day-to-day life. It's somebody that is even more powerful than a personal assistant because you can ask them to redo their work a million different ways and a million different times, or ask a million stupid little questions, and they will never ever judge you. The AI is going to be here to serve you in the most respectful way and the most helpful way, no matter what. And as one user shared, she says, I use AI just to respond to emails alone, and that one activity actually saves me upwards of 6 hours per week of work. This is like having a personal assistant that's available to you 24/7, 365, and that will do even the smallest of tasks without any pushback whatsoever. Now, it can do other cool things besides just responding to emails. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth in this in the next video, but a quick few examples would be brainstorming new ideas, writing business proposals, giving you creative ad headlines, or even just helping you decide where to go for lunch. It's truly the Swiss Army knife for anything that involves words or communication. And I'm gonna say this again, only your imagination is going to be the limit here with this generative text AI, so I hope you guys are getting really excited on how you might be able to use it. Remember that this is all going to come down to the prompt or the question that you ask AI. We're going to talk more about that when you're actually following along a couple videos from now and you're actually chatting with AI on your own. But just remember that this is going to be just a learning process, and you're going to learn the most by doing things. So don't be afraid to just get in there and continue doing things and getting a little bit better every single day at how you ask AI what to do or the prompt that you create. So I wanted to pause here and I wanted to actually jump into the next video where I'm going to be going over actual use cases and try to get your ideas and your juices flowing on how to best use this in the workplace. So I'll see you guys in the next video.